Opa Gundam style, everybody. My name is Phoenix, and I use they, them pronouns.
Hi, I'm Max. You see him pronounce Gundam's back. Remember?
Yeah.
Do you
I know.
remember?
Yeah, I think I almost forgot it was going to be, but now, here we are.
This is Wow Cool Robot, a podcast about Gundam.
Yeah.
Surprise, bitch, I bet you thought you'd seen the last of me.
Yeah, you were getting, pretty busy with, moving and stuff, so,
Oh, it wasn't moving. I did get married again, double married. I feel like I've told the story on the pod of, we've been married for a year, but we had, locked in the date of when we were gonna have the actual thing, so that turned into the vow renewal, but it was still a ceremony that we had to plan and invite people to and do a lot of shit. Let me tell you, it was a lot. I hesitate to say it sucked because it didn't. I had a lot of time and it was a lot of fun, but holy shit, it was exhausting.
Yeah, a few of my cousins actually did that during the pandemic. And also, I'm pretty sure that my uncle that I visited still thinks that Max and I are actually the people who got married, because I had that uncle who thought that, oh, you're doing a podcast. Oh, you are
podcasting with someone, the deepest form of commitment two people can share.
And speaking of commitment,
yeah, they're engaged in the show, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. That's kind of
that's kind of the whole fucking thing of the show, isn't it, now?
Yeah, Miorine and Soletta. Wouldn't quite say that they are couple goals at this point, but
they're going through a bit of a rough patch, let's call it.
But it's realistic. Let's be realistic people, and let's not get lost in the sort of I don't really know, sort of this whole skewed version of how people talk about Yuri, oh, it's all wholesome, ooh, cute girls doing cute things stuff.
I think slamming a dude into strawberry jam is cute if you do it for your partner.
Yeah,
that's fucking commitment right there.
During the break, I actually kind of have been boning up and studying my Yuri history.
Fuck and yeah, know where you came from.
Yeah, studying some Yuri history. I've also dabbled in some Yaoi history.
Ooh.
And realizing that, just saying that just describing any, just saying any noun with the word yaoi in front of it is really, really funny.
Let's see. Yaoi cuisine. That's that's fucking salad fingers right there. You get those yaoi hands.
Oh my god.
We're here to talk about Gundam. I'm gonna, if I don't get stopped, I'm just gonna put yaoi in front of words for quite some time. So, I think, Phoenix, it's time to talk about a little bit of Gwitch.
Gwitch? Gwitch. Got it.
It's a new year, new me. I'm calling it Gwitch now.
Okay. Episode 13. The Envoys from Earth. The Plant Quetta incident has been swept under the rug, and everyone is back at Atakasia Academy for our regularly scheduled schooling. Soletta takes part in a serial battle to settle her backlog of duels as everyone else prepares for open campus, where students from other schools get to visit and see what Atakasia is like. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, as Sophie Poulon and Noria Dunok are now attending Atakasia as transfer students brought in by Shadik to throw things into disarray. Nika continually confronts them, threatening to cast out all three of them when they eventually attack and try to kill Nika in the Gundam Fair Act, which Noria stole to try and research its gun format. Sugata saves Nika and challenges them to a duel, which they agree to for some reason. Lastly, with Miorine still off campus, Watching over Delling, Prospera approaches her and asks her to take over Quiet Zero in Delling's absence.
Yeah, fucking.
I know,
God.
the Code Geass guy, like one of them, there actually is two of them, like one of the Code Geass guys is in charge of this show, and I have to say, like, bruh, do you remember what Zero was like? That dude was definitely not quiet. He was a lot of things, but he was definitely not quiet.
I liked the part when Zero held Iris's corpse in his hands and said, "What am I fighting for?"
Ira?
From what, Mega Man X5, I think that was? Look, here's the thing. Zero is maybe the coolest name to call someone. Like, Project Quiet Zero, yeah, that sounds badass as hell. I don't care what it is. It's cool and I like it. Just because it's a cool name. But Zero this, Zero that. The Zero is the project. But before then, we start out just with straight up action because Suletta's been gone. I think this takes place 2 weeks-ish after the end of the first core.
I'm remembering my predictions from when we dropped off at the last core.
Right.
And I actually was going to expect that to, I was expecting the break to be a lot longer than just 2 weeks. Like, I was expecting like a month at least.
Well, I think, you know what it was? It was the 2 weeks between episode 12 and 13, but also, like, it's been about 2 months since a lot of the stuff has happened, because, like, there was, a month-long or 2-month-long break, like, before they went to Plant Quetta, because Ariel was getting rebuilt. So, Suletta comes back. Yeah. It's still been, like, it's been a chunk of change.
Like, I also noticed, it kind of took a really long, like, the serial duel that they were doing, Elan Ceres is back again.
He's nice. Hey, he's funny. I like this guy now.
Like, I still really miss Elan for, like, I do like a mopey dude. Like, I do like a mopey dude. And, like, I still kind of am having a hard time letting go of, emo Elan.
Elan is literally funny. It's like he's a funny, silly guy now. Suletta has to do this serial duel because she has a whole backlog of duels. We see some new mobile suits. They're cool. I like the one that has the fucking, like, spinny blade arms on it.
I love absolutely love this new bunch of freaks that show up.
All of these new suits suck in very funny ways. They look like the fucking one-off Xeon suits from the 1 Year War. They're very silly. But with the shot inside the dueling committee,
I think that during, like, the heading up to the end when we started to get into, like, the Xeon weirdos, I'm pretty sure in, like, their design department, somebody decided that, it would be a good idea to have a take your kid to work day in their mobile suit design department. And I guess some of the design, and I guess they must have also had a contest for the kids to design new mobile suits for Xeon. And some of those drawings done by the kids ended up getting shuffled into the regular suit designs for Xeon during the end of the war.
The fact that the Zhuagu exists is just, like, endlessly funny to me. We made, like, a fucking giant beam finger elephant man, and we love him, and he's delightful. Like I was saying, yeah. But going back to the dueling committee, yeah, Elon's there being just a funny, silly guy. Like, the whole dueling committee is like, hey, he's different, right? And one of them straight up says, I'd say he's a different person now, looking directly into the camera. It's very good. It cracks me the hell up.
Lampshading.tvtropes.com. I don't remember how URLs work.
Lampshading.tumblr.com. Suletta, look, I've said it before, I'll say it again, I really am not a fan of the Ariel rebuild. I think it's worse than regular Ariel. I get why it exists, the design. It's more militaristic and darker blues. It's design language. But also, I miss the nice brown bubbly Ariel.
I mean, like, I did end up watching Gundam Seed, too. So, I have to say,
you want everything to be sharp and pointy everywhere?
I like a backpack, okay? They're very fun and practical, and you can keep your granola bars in it.
That's so fucking true. And
You could carry
applesauce.
granola bars, everybody should have granola bars on them at all times. Like, you could keep so many
So true.
granola bars in all of the backpacks. Think of that.
Shuletta wins like all the duels because she has to. We finally hear, more importantly than the duels, we finally hear Haro talk. There's the one boy from I think Jaturk House who's like on the dueling committee who always kind of has a Haro with him, and Haro talks, and it's not the really kind of chirpy Amara Genki voice. It just kind of like it's kind of like a weird soft. It's like, I don't know. It's like a weird, softer voice that it seems almost like sinister in a way. It's not the horror I'm used to, but it's a horror nonetheless.
Yeah, like I guess we haven't even gotten to like the other series that have Haros in them other than UC.
That's true. I know Haro shows up. I don't know much about these other Haros though.
Yeah.
So after
again, like I watched Gundam Seed during the break. It's like I think that those ones like they sound like really, really cute, and I really, really like them. But like, this is like chill Haro.
Yeah, this Haro is a little too. This Haro is fucking. This Haro is partaking in the herb, that fucking space weed. So Suletta wins her serial duel. No one's surprised. Everyone's like, "Oh shit!" Aerial Rebuild is a machine that surpasses every other suit in the Bennett group. Which means that we're going to get some probably new design suits that are going to surpass the Aerial Rebuild because Bandai wants to sell me kits, and it's going to work.
Although, like, I'm pretty sure we're never going to get any of those jobbers unless we go on P Bandai.
I don't know. So, you say that, but, like, I think they've put out a kit for basically every single suit we've seen in G-Witch so far. Even, like, shit that didn't even show up in the first core and stuff that showed up for one single scene. I think they're really going all in on G-Witch kits because Ariel sold better than literally any kit in Bandai history, I believe. So I think they realize, people like these things.
Yeah, like I'm not sure if they're going to go and like get out like break out like Blender or whatever they use to like design the runners to like come up with like a whole completely new like mold for like the buzzsaw hands, even though that's cool and I really, really love that.
Yeah, that's gonna be like a solid beam effect probably. But still, beam effects are cool, they're nice. Hey, yeah. The new OP is good.
I'm still like 50-50 on it. Like, it took forever to get to it, though. It was like they ended up having to show like the entire like duel sequence, and like I thought that like they were going to play it like right when I thought that it was going to play like right when Suletta launched to start the duel, and then we would pick up after. Like I thought that was going to happen. So I think that like maybe having it like in that weird spot like after she was done with all of the duels kind of just made it like come out of nowhere, and I really wasn't like hyped to listen to an anime opening right to it. It was like placed really weird.
I will say I was surprised the first episode had the OP. I thought they were going to wait until the second one to drop it. I do think that Yoasobi's The Blessing is better, like comparing just the two. But this one, it's a slash by Yama. This one rips. I like it. It's sadder. It's darker. You know, it thematically fits with the direction the show is going. Everyone looks really sad in it, especially Bob.
Yeah, Bob. Also, I noticed like at the first part when they were like showing Suletta, she was like going around, and then there was like this square thing around her that looked like an iPad. So it's like, like the iPad. She has become the iPad now. That's not thematic in any other point. She has become an iPad.
Suletta got an iPad.
An iPad.
I did notice we don't really get any new mobile suits in the opening. Like, it's still the Michaelis and the Darrowbald and the Ferract.
We do see the Darrowbald again, which is like, I really, really love that because, like, I have to say, I think the Darable, just like design-wise, is probably like my favorite.
It very much got destroyed. I don't know why it's there. They have to rebuild it, I guess, but like it got destroyed.
Yeah, like I really, really like that one's design. I really love like the red and the green. It's like I know that's like pretty basic for like a Gundam fan, like that color combo, but like it stands, it slaps. I love.
Oh, it fucks. Oh no, I've built since we last recorded. I've built a lot of the high grade G-Witch kits. The only one I have left to build is actually Ariel, but I built a Darabald, and yeah, that thing is so sick. The gigantic shoulder blade things, the huge ass spear. It's white hands and feet too, which is strange.
I haven't really managed to get any I haven't really managed to get much Gunpla building in during the break because like I've been busy like looking at like trying to find a new job. But yeah. So like that I've been in between that and I've been busy, so I haven't been really able to build, but like I do actually have the Real Great God Gundam, and I'm really excited for that. Like I've never actually built a real grade before.
Real grades, modern real grades are completely like it's a league of its own. I love real grades.
Yeah, like, and like I've heard
the modern ones are just so good.
I've heard good things about the Real Great God Gundam, so I think I picked it right.
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing. The latest real grade will always be the best real grade they make. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
I think, wait, did they announce a real grade Master Gundam, or did I imagine that?
I'm pretty sure.
To Google this.
That would be really cool, but like, please, like, I'm sending this out into the universe. Real grade Master Gundam, please.
I think I literally dreamed that happened, and it's not real. Because I swear to God they announced that there's going to be a real grade Master Gundam. Am I crazy? Sound off in the comments if I'm crazy or not.
What about a
let's see.
real? What about a Master Grade Real Gundam?
Pretty good. So after the OP, we learn Plant Quetta's just been completely swept under the rug. We're not talking about that. It's a fucking cover up because of course it has to be. Which is A, the way that the show has to, maintain the status quo, and B, yeah, of course they'd cover up something like that in real life if a bunch of terrorists attack the Bennett group. Like, you don't want people to know about that. That's gonna affect our fucking stock bottom line.
Yeah, like
everyone is kind of
stonks.
The stonks. Everyone's kind of fucked up about it and like really sad. Not Suletta. Suletta's doing great. She is so happy. She's taking care of Miorine's tomatoes. She's like running everything in her absence. She's like on top of the world.
Yeah, she
I'm
is.
Happy for her. Yeah. We see Shadiq, who gives a presentation to like the Bennett group heads on Dawn of Fold. All we know is that like they have Jaturk mobile suits somehow, and we don't know what these new suits are, but we do know that they use permit systems. And for some reason, like Lauda being the acting CEO, Lauda Neil, Guel's half brother, has to like defend himself, even though he's been CEO for a grand total of 2 weeks. Because remember, Guel killed his own dad, so Lauda has to become the CEO now. That's a pretty shitty situation to find himself in.
Wait, I didn't really think... Wait, Guel didn't kill his own dad. That was Bob, remember?
Oh, you're right. It was Bob. My mistake. It was Guel's good friend, Bob. Thank you so much.
I don't really be that good friends after this. Like, that didn't kill his dad, even though, like, his dad was a jerk to him. Like, that's still, like, kind of a hard thing to, like, handle. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait for the Guel Bob scene that we're going to definitely get in this season. We get a very ominous shot that I imagine we're going to come back to at some point of like a bunch of suits are heading out from space to Earth to hunt down Dawn of Fold, and you get this really wide shot of like ships and a bunch like squadrons of mobile suits flying out. It's the last we see of it in these set of episodes, but like Bennett is going to attack Dawn of Fold and hunt them down at some point.
Oh, there's finally going to be a war. Like, they're finally doing it. Like, there's going to be a war.
Finally, a Gundam series that has war in it. It took them long enough.
Yeah.
Shadiq talks to Sarius. By the way, I'm pretty sure I've been calling Sarius Zanelli Grassley this entire time, just because he runs the Grassley Corporation. His name's not Grassley, it's Sarius Zanelli. and I guess I just didn't know that until now. But I'm here to say it. Shadiq's father is Sirius. Yeah?
Sirius. Dinosaur Manelli. Got it.
Liza Minnelli.
Yeah.
Thunder Liza Minnelli. Stupid podcast, stupid show. He doesn't know shit about the Gundams. He says to Sirius, Shadiq does. And he's tasked. He's okay. Shadiq's doing a lot of shady shit, and I imagine that the vast majority of this is like behind his dad's back, as we see in the next episode. But
pretty sure he's going to fucking kill his dad.
Almost as assuredly, or ransom, kidnap him. He's doing something to his dad. We kind of cut. We see Suletta. She's calling her mother, and look, as if it wasn't very, very obvious that Prosper is a villain. Like she has Suletta fucking like in the palm of her hand. At one point, you know, Prosper is sort of consoling her about having to turn a guy into a pile of strawberry jam. And she's like, well, you're just doing it to protect Miorine. And Suletta's like, that's right, mother. If you say so, it has to be true. Girl, no!
Okay. Mama said that it was quite all right.
Mama said it was quite all right to smack a guy so hard he turns to a pile of goo. It's good, actually. I mean, look, it's good that she did it because she saved Miorine. And I'm glad, excuse me, I'm glad that the show isn't really dwelling on that. And like, we see Prosper telling Suletta and Prosper telling Miorine, hey, it's good that she did it. And they're like, yeah, you're right, but it sucks. And I'm glad that like that's kind of like where the show leaves it. Like, there's not a lot of hemming and hawing over Suletta's a murderer. Like, it's very obvious the show is like not interested in making that a moral quandary of like, yeah, it sucked, but she had to do it. And it like kind of moves on. Because like there's a lot of discourse around that shit.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, come on, like, yeah, like self-defense, like, yeah.
Yeah, because Suletta slap. Ba-bam! So we move from there. We see Suletta. She's talking with Nika. Nika's fucked up majorly more than anyone else. Because again, terrorist connections, you know how it is. We've all been there. Nika's like, oh, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. And Suletta kind of like wants to give her advice. And, you know, she says that Nika's a precious friend to her.
Suletta does not know that, like, bruh, like, I caught, like, you are, like, bruh, like, this is like, we are on like different levels of this.
Yeah, you were like a little baby. Watch this. Suletta tells Nika her mom's mantra, you know, if you retreat, you gain one. If you move forward, you gain two. And at this point, who else shows up but Sophie Poulon and Noria Dunock that nobody recognizes?
Yeah, like, I think they might have not even seen them outside of, like, their mobile suits. Maybe, like...
They had to have not. I was so shocked when they showed up.
Yeah, but, I actually have to say something about, like, I have there has always just been something, like, kind of off about that whole, like, if you move forward, you gain...
Oh, it's effectively brainwashing, right? It's helping Prospera help Suletta to rationalize stupid shit she does.
It's not really like, I think that it's like a brainwashing, like, Manchurian Candidate Winter Soldier activation phrase. It's just more that, like, I definitely think that it might sound more like a saying in Japanese, and it just got translated really weirdly. Like, I guess maybe it's spoiled because, like, I kind of live in the South, but, like, when you have, like, some of the other phrases, like, I don't know, like,
knee-high to a grasshopper.
Yeah, or like, long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. It's like, it just kind of sounds
that one's pretty
off.
Good.
Like, I come from, like, a place where, like, that is what, like, a saying sounds like. That is what mom wisdom sounds like. That is what Meemaw wisdom sounds like.
Right.
That is what wisdom sounds like. Instead of just, like, this sort of, like, rather, unpoetic. Sort of like...
It's a bit clunky. They've really doubled and tripled and quadrupled down on the saying because Suletta says it basically every single episode. I'm sure... that's a very good point, actually. It probably does sound a lot better in Japanese, though.
Yeah, like, it's like... I guess, like, they just, like... I guess it's, like, doesn't really work as a catchphrase, and, like, they could have come up with something better. I guess I'll have to, like, think of, like, what I would have said. Like, it doesn't really sound like a saying. It just sounds like something that somebody says.
Yeah. Sound off in the comments if you have a better answer for that. That's my new catchphrase from now on.
Maybe like I'll on it.
So they explain, because again, I guess no one fucking remembers Sophie's voice, even though she was like screaming over her intercom. Maybe she wasn't. Maybe she was just talking to herself. Who knows? Regardless, she explains they're Earthians. They're brought here to join Earth House, and they introduce themselves with their names: Sophie Pulo, Noria Dunok. No one. This is not a red flag to anyone except for Nika, who knows them. I really like, so Sophie's like kind of started moving her shit into Earth House already. We see her stuffed animals, and she's like, oh, this is my family. This is my mom and my dad and my siblings. And they're just like the most like ratty, overused, well-loved stuffed animals imaginable. It's very, very cute.
I mean, I was going to say that it was sad. Like,
it's both, right? It's sad, but like, I like to believe that they actually, well, I don't know, shit, because like we very much do see that Haro replaces one of them very quickly.
and
but
like Giraffe fell off. Like Haru's her mom now, I guess.
I wish Haro was my mom too.
Yeah, that would be fun. Like, I would love to have Haru for a mom.
But you know, everyone loves them. Everyone's huge fan of them. I really like where Sophie's like, all right, Suletta, you're gonna be my big sister now, right? And Suletta's like, I will be the best big sister imaginable. I will teach you everything there is to know. She gets so like, you know, puffed out about the role. It's very cute. I like confident Suletta now. I mean, she's still crazy, but she's confident a little bit more. You know, she's coming into her own now.
Yeah. Like,
she killed a man.
Yeah, like
she's grown up.
Like, like she's not running home back where there's a pie because she's like because like the bakery is right. I don't know. Like, I am terrible at coming up with phrases. Like, I'll have to like think on this in order to with it. Like, it's just like it just sounds like a saying. It doesn't sound like a saying. It sounds like something somebody just says.
Mm-hmm. That's what podcasting is, though. So later that night, Nika confronts Noria and says, hey, you're a terrorist. Why are you here? And Noria blows her off. She just says, you're a go-between. You don't need to know anything. She pulls a knife on Nika and is like, hey, we have different goals. Let's keep it that way. Goodbye, or I'll stab you.
Yeah. Like,
very, all right, sicko shit. I love it. Great. Thank you, Noria.
Yeah, like, he is not messing around.
No, she really is not. And then we cut to, I don't think we even mentioned it. The school's doing like an open campus type thing. They're going to do a festival soon. It's like every Japanese high school, lest you forget this is a show about high school. And like, it's just Suletta taking Sophie around and Sophie getting in trouble doing fucking hooligan shit, like popping wheelies on the scooter and like doing scooter tricks down the stairs during Mobile Suit Exhibition and like eating food off of the Haro kids' plate in the cafeteria. It's very cute. It's very funny. I like Sophie a lot. I hope nothing happens to her next episode.
Yeah.
I really like this continued plot line of Elon 5 doing the most fucking like zero effort asking Suletta out and being like, oh, rats, nevertheless, let me try again tomorrow. Like, he's not trying. He's walking up and saying, go out with me. And Suletta says no. And he's like, oh, beans, I gotta try again.
I mean, this is a high school, remember? Like, you had the whole bit about it. Like, yeah, like, that's not that unusual. Like, you remember being in high school, right?
I was a Chad from day one. No, I was horrifically awkward. But Elon is like a computer boy. Like, they could have fucking put him in the oven and set him on swag mode and made him like super normal. To be fair, he is like very much macking on Suletta. She just doesn't really, she's not receptive to it because she has a fiance.
Yeah.
He's cool though. Elon 5 is like one of my favorite characters in the show now because he's such a funny guy.
Yeah.
He's literally nice. As Sophie like runs off with Suletta to kind of get her away from Elon, Noria walks up to him and like bumps into him and like Assassin's Creed pickpockets to him taking his phone. But like, oh my god, the shorthand of Noria as a sicko is so strong here because we see her notebook as she talks to Elon and it's like ants crawling over a cow skull, a ruined building, fucking dead snake.
Like, I was like that in high school. Like, I was like that. I mean, like, maybe if, like, I was like that edgy in high school. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, like, I really like Noria. I really like this whole like sort of like goth thing. Like maybe she has going on. I really hope it's like a goth thing. Like that is super cool. And if we were in high school together, I totally would have wanted to hang out with her because I thought she was so cool.
Crabsolutely. I mean, her name literally is like Noria of the Night, right? Like
that is like so rad.
she's fucking cool. And like as we see her sicko drawing, she says, "This place has clean buildings and fresh air. It makes me sick." I'm like just fucking pumping my fist, hooting and hollering, like, "Yes, you sicko! I love your shit already."
Yeah, like I've seen some people talking about how like they kind of like want to ship her and Elan 5.
Because they have the same beautiful green eyes.
Like I don't really get it, but it's like, you know what, like Goth GF. Like I'm not sure if like he deserves a Goth GF yet, but you know what? Fuck it. Like he
deserves the world.
Yeah, he can have a Goth GF.
He's not getting a Tanuki GF, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, but he's getting a Goth GF. Like that's
He's getting a Goth GF. You're welcome, Elon 5. We see Nika get confronted by Martin, who asks her, "Hey, what happened at Plant Quetta? Why'd you send a weird signal out?" And she blows him off. She just says, "Oh, it was an SOS, don't worry about it." And she walks off, and she's just being so cagey and, doesn't want anyone to figure out what really happened. And we learned that next episode, Fortnite is going to happen.
Fortnite
Rumble Ring.
Fortnite Fort Fight. Yeah,
Number 1 victory royale.
Heading out to Tomato Town.
Oh, fuck, your tomato. Shit, that's real.
Yeah.
It's the battle for Tomato Town.
Victory royale. Heading out to Tomato Town.
Of course, no one told Suletta that she has to fight in this because she's the holder. No one tells this girl shit. She just learns the day before and is like, "Oh fuck, I gotta do this now too." It's the Rumble Ring. It's the battle for Tomato Town. It's a big battle royale that the whole school has to do for some reason. We cut over from that to everyone's like, "Hey, where's Nika and where's the transfer students?" And of course, Sophie and Noria, they're hacking into Gundam Fair Act using Elon's stolen phone, trying to like find out something about the permit. And Noria's not able to hack into it because it's encrypted. Like, yeah, no shit, the war crimes medal is like encrypted and you can't get data on it.
Yeah,
why are you surprised?
I don't know. Maybe she also wanted to. And it's like, fuck, I was also going to like sabotage it by installing a Bitcoin miner on it too, so it runs like really slow.
Fuck, Elon's Gundam doesn't even have Flappy Bird installed on it. This shit sucks.
Yeah, like, you don't even have any games on your phone. Like, come on, man.
Do you have games on your Gundam? Nika rolls up and says, "Hey, I know you're terrorists from Earth. If you don't stop it right now, I'm going to report all 3 of us for being brought into the school because of shell corporations that are fake." And to this, Sophie grapples down and like kicks Nika to the ground and steps on the phone. And Noria says, "Remember Zeta Gundam? I'm going to step on her with this."
I mean, she kind of even has like the same like blue hair going on, like.
And Ferract has a very Titan-y color scheme.
Yeah, like, of course you have blue hair and want to step on a Gundam.
And fucking pronouns. Suletta drifts in on one of them Haru scooters and like rescues Nika.
I guess like at some point she might have picked up some tricks from Miorine, like Miorine Rembrandt's Pro Scooter.
That's true. Yeah, now it's Suletta Mercury's pro scooter. What is it, like 195? No, that's after Colony. I forget what year Astacassi is. Doesn't matter. Suletta does a really fucking sick drift, and she's like telling off Sophie and Noria while she's like upside down with Nika on top of her, like still like splayed out on the ground. We get just the most delicious laden dialogue of Sophie saying, "Gundams are killing machines." And Suletta says, "No, Gundams will save lives with the Gund format." And I'm just thinking, Suletta, do you know what show you're in right now?
Like, nobody's told her. Like,
no one told her that they're killing machines. Oh, fuck. She doesn't know. She's making a fool of herself.
Oh, God. No.
She saves the day by preventing their deaths by challenging Sophie and Noria to a duel, to which they agree. Why? Why not kill them and get on with it?
Like also like in that like they were also like taking a rant about how like the whole like dueling system is like, what is this? What is this? Fortnite?
The dueling system is like bullshit at this point. Actually, no, I just realized they're not supposed to kill Soletta because Sophie very much says, hey, don't step on the holder. So I guess they go along with the duel because they still need to keep up a facade for a little bit longer. But regardless, they agree. And the very last, or I'm sorry, before the last bit.
They are like, it's like, yeah, like we are not going to fall. We are not going to follow like your dumb school rules. Like we are going to have this duel our style. Like we're going to kill you.
It's not like we want to have a duel, Baka.
I just remembered. I just remembered that I thought your TikToks are cringe, Soletta.
Damn, Soletta, fucking your Ariel song sucks shit. You should have Millie rocked it instead. We get the ending. I like it.
Yeah. I actually have like some things to. Yeah, like it's really, really cool. I really love the part where it was like Soletta like dancing around in like that really cool like black dress.
Yeah, where she's like directing all the bits. Prom. Yes.
I definitely would have worn that dress to prom when I was like an edgy goth in high school. I also definitely would have worn like Dorothy as like her black outfit with like the illusion mask and the gloves. Like I would have worn that to prom when I was in high school, but like I didn't because I didn't even know that it existed. But if I did, I definitely would have showed up rocking the Dorothy Catalonia drip. Maybe not the eyebrows, because I definitely, like, that was definitely...
Well, yeah, you're not gonna rock the fucking World of Warcraft elf eyebrows.
No, like, this was, like, when I was going to prom, it was, like, the start of, like, the Anastasia of Beverly Hills, like, dip brow era.
Oh, sure.
Where basically you wanted to look as much like... You drew your eyebrows on using a Sharpie, but you used like the chisel tip thick Sharpie instead of like the skinny one, like how Sharpie brows used to be. So I would have probably rocked up with that, and it's like, oh my god, like when are we going to stop messing with our eyebrows and just let like people figure out what flatters their faces? Like we just end up we just keep messing it up, and just like an eternal cycle, an eternal waltz of like, make your eyebrows skinny, no, make your eyebrows thick, no, make your eyebrows bushy and fluffy, no, make your eyebrows fork off into two giant points like a pair of giant tweezers on your forehead.
It's the never-ending cycle of fashion. After the ending, we get a little bit of Miorine. Remember her, the other main character?
Yeah.
She's talking with Prospera, and Prospera just says, hey, we're going to use Gun to rewrite this world into one without war. You are going to be in charge of Quiet Zero now, Miorine. Isn't that awesome? Don't you love it?
Also, like, Miorine kind of got, like, a cute little business casual upgrade.
Yeah, she's wearing her finest father coma fit.
Yeah, it's like, it's like, girl, like, I kind of did have a problem with, like, Relina doing it. It's like, girl, you are, like, 15, and you are dressing, like, girl, like, you are fit, like, girl, you are still a teenager, like, why are you dressing like you like a Republican politician? Why are you dressed like
It's because she's a CEO.
It's like, yeah, like that's not even like business casual. Like, I mean, I know like you're kind of down about like stuff because, and like maybe like you don't, but like, girl, like dad's in a coma, like that's like sweatpants and a hoodie, not like
it's you know what it is? It's the meme of the guy in the suit and then the guy in the sweat was like dressing up to Suletta's battle in Plant Quetta versus dressing up for my dad in the hospital.
Yeah.
Regardless, that's where the episode ends. So, hey, this is episode 14 of Mobile Suit Gundam Gwitch. What they wish for. Prosper informs Miorine that Quiet Zero is a project that aims to use Permit to create a data storm to control all external systems, eliminating war entirely. We also learn that it was created not by Delling but by Miorine's mother, Notret. At the school, the festival is ongoing with all the Earth House students worried about Nika, but she continues to brush everyone off. Later in the festival, the rumble ring begins, but is quickly thrown into disarray when Shadiq's plan is hatched, and Sophie and Noria break into the front and start attacking the students with intent to kill. Suletta takes the fight with Sophie outside, and as it reaches a fever pitch, Suletta goes Permit 6, and we finally get the big reveal. The reason Suletta is able to survive the data storm with no side effects is that she isn't the only one inside Ariel. Remember Eric Samaya? She's Gundam. I can't, they just fucking they just said it.
Oh, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it.
They just said it. I mean, to be fair, okay. No, I'm housing area discussion until later. We got to talk about Quiet Zero first. This is Metal Gear Solid 4.
Couldn't you just do what they did in Pacific Rim and make there be 2 pilots? This is kind of excessive.
We'll get to Eri when we get to Eri. I will say, Quiet Zero is a more interesting thing to me than I thought it would be. Using basically it's what I thought it would. I mean, sorry, this is what I thought Quiet Zero would be, but I'm surprised that it is what this is. I'm surprised it's not Death Gun. It's basically oh, we're gonna shut down everything using permit, so nothing can fight. And there won't be war. First of all, that doesn't mean there won't be war. That means you're the only one who gets to do war, Prospera. I know your shit. It's Metal Gear Solid 4 with the fucking gun IDs.
Metal Gear?
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4, they do a thing where the guns, they just make all the guns stop working, because at that point in the future, all the guns are ID locked, kind of, so no one can fire them. It is a similar concept, but again, it means that whoever's in control of that is the only one who gets to fire guns. It's been a while. There's probably a lot of other shit that happened in Metal Gear Solid 4, who can say. But Quiet Zero is interesting to me. The fact that, shutting down everything. Again, that means that the only things that can fight are Gundams, which is a pretty scary scenario.
Isn't that just a giant EMP or Minovsky whatever?
Pretty much, yeah. You use permit to just tell everything to turn off. But presumably you can, if you have permit, you can turn yourself back on or prevent from being turned off in the first place.
Yeah.
Thereabouts. And Ariel will be the trigger for all of this. Again, not
I was
great.
actually thinking about it, and from what it was sounding like for what Quiet Zero was, I was kind of actually worried that, this is going to be another human instrumentality project again, isn't it, Mecha Anime? I know you love your tropes.
Yeah, well, it's not, which is a nice thing. It's not. No one's getting turned to goo.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I mean, it's
good.
It's just you can't turn on the microwave and make a chili dog.
Sonic the Hedgehog in shambles. But yeah, we learned that it was Nutret's idea. We don't learn anything beyond that. It's just Prosper saying, "Oh yeah, it was your mom's idea, so do it." And
I wasn't even sure that if that was going to be I'm not even sure. Prospera could be lying.
I don't know. I feel like that's probably true, but again, twisting what it was actually going to be used for to something else. Telling a lie within a truth or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
We also learned that that was basically the reason that she sent Suletta to the school to have Ariel do all these duels and her become a holder, so she could basically test the permit and be able to push it to where it can do Quiet Zero. Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's we're getting a lot of reveals only 2 episodes into the second half of the series. There's 10 more after this. Kind of nuts.
Yeah.
What could happen?
Who knows? Maybe there will be more.
Oh god! I mean, knowing this show, there is definitely going to be more. I just wonder what else there is. Regardless, we move from Quiet Zero to the festival, and all these fucking bozos do not want their fresh goat milk.
I mean, I've never actually drank goat milk, but I've had it in cheese before.
It's they're grossed out by the smell of a goat. Grow up. It's a nice animal. We like goat.
I like it. It's literally the goat.
It's literally the goat. Everyone,
Why do you think call it that? They're the goat. They're the greatest.
They're the goat. Nika's still fucking being weird, and we get a little bit of backstory of she talks to Suletta about, she always wanted to go to school, and she was, always on her own, just building components, and eventually she got a chance, and she thought she was like Suletta, but I guess she's not. Whatever. Nika's in her head. Nika's on her bullshit about all this, and I don't imagine it's going to stop anytime soon, especially given what happens later on. Suletta just
takes it.
She's doing her thing. Everyone's doing their fucking thing. Elon 5 shows up and does his thing and is like, "Hey, go out with me." And Suletta says, "No." And Sophie takes her away. And Elon's like, "All right, damn, next time, I guess." Noria shows up to say shit at Elon when this happens.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Gundam pilots don't always get a next time." And Elon says, "Very true. But I look into your eyes, and your eyes are just like his. And those eyes remind me of a pitiful guy who couldn't even choose whether he'd live or die. He died alone. How sad." So he's talking about Elon 4, presumably.
Yeah, like, maybe, like, back on Earth, like, I know that these guys are, like, I guess that, like, maybe they actually knew each other, like, the guy before he got turned into Elon.
No, I don't think. I think it's more like he just sees her bright green eyes and is like, "Hey, I know that." Because I feel like it's very inconsequential who Elon is. This Elon. I mean, Elon 4, it was pretty important who he was, but I feel like at this point, Elon 5, I don't anticipate knowing who this one is, because it doesn't really matter. At least it doesn't matter now. Maybe it'll matter in the future, and I'll, pee my pants.
Yeah, like, they're all Earth orphans here.
Yeah, we're all fucked up at Astacassia. This school sucks.
Yeah.
Sophie eventually, later on, she talks to Suletta. She's like, "Hey, I figured out what my stake in the duel is. If I win, you get to be my real sister." Of course, Suletta's stake in the duel is they have to leave Nika alone if she wins, because remember, they're trying to, like, kill her or whatever. Suletta
know that.
Right. She apologizes to Sophie, though. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. You're not going to win, because I have to win, because I have to remain Murine's bride." And Sophie's like, "Oh, so if I kill Murine, you'll be my sister then. Got it. All right, we're taking notes down. Thank you for that."
Smart girl. Clever.
Smart girl. I don't think that's the takeaway, but smart girl.
Yeah. Clever girl.
Yeah. So we are getting ready. Everyone gets on the battle bus. The Rebel Ring is announced. We see, I think for the first time in the entire series, Cecilia is standing up and is not, like, lounging on the couch in the duel committee zone.
And playing with, like, her fingernails.
Yeah, she's actually standing up doing things. It's fucking Fortnite. We see Lauda getting ready because he's like, "This is my last action as a student. I'm becoming CEO tomorrow, so I'm gonna fucking crush Suletta's ass," and everyone cheers.
Fortnite, like, I am going to play the best Fortnite game ever.
I have the fucking ninja skin. We got fucking Venoms on my team. Goku's here. Sasuke's hitting the fucking gritty. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm running out of things for Fortnite.
I don't know. I've never actually played Fortnite. I am really bad at that kind of video game.
Suletta, if I win, you have to give me 1,000 V-Bucks so I can get the new Germa 985 Fortnite skin. We do see. It's like it's Elon. No, Elon. Yeah, Elon's there. Lauda and Felsi are together. They're in, like, Jaturk House. Sabina and,
like, the Turk House wants to, like, they really want to throw down
because they're the house that sucks the most. I guess Pale House is, like, kind of dissolved at this point because Elon is, like, with Earth now, pretty much.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. I mean, but what about everybody else who was in that house?
They're independent. They're third party. They're fifth party now. They're the Green Party house. Libertarian house.
They're the ones who, like, they're, like, the ones who are out, like now, since, like, Elon is gone, like, they're no longer, like, the nerd house, and they decided to try to, like, rebrand.
It's, like,
yeah. Pretty house. It's like, they're, like, the ones who, like, will, like, get out, like, the togas and
we're Greek house. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, woo!
We're fucking
double Zeta, woo, woo, woo!
we're double Zeta house, fuck yeah!
Frat name, like, yeah, like, I kind of would make, like, although, like, I don't know if it's, like, a real frat, if there is an actual double Zeta frat, but, like,
I think it can be anywhere. I think so, because frats, they're, like, 2 or 3 Greek letters. hold on. I'm just gonna search Zeta. There's a Zeta. I'm searching Zeta chapter. Okay, Zeta chapter from Zeta Phi Beta sorority. So it exists. There's a double Zeta out there.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Like, I actually looked up and, like, there's also an Alpha, Beta, Omega. There's actually...
No, you can't! No, you can't do it!
There's 2 of them.
You can't do it! Well, there have to be 2 of them. There's 3 of them, really. If you... No, you can't! No! Anyway, fuck, shit. From Grassley House, it's Sabina Farton and the other girl that looks like Felsi, Renee Costa and Sabina Farton.
Yeah, it's like I saw like people were like, wait, like those are actually like 2 different people.
Yeah, I know, right? There's like 3 different weird feral blonde girls in the show. Well, 2 now. Obviously Suletta's there, Choo Choo's there, Elon's there.
There's a redhead.
Yeah, that's true.
Strawberry blonde.
Again, my statement still stands. There's 2 feral blondes at the end of this episode. So we begin the duel. Belmeria like goes to visit Prosper as this starts. With the very important question we'll get to later. We see Sarius is like overseeing this fight. He's in like a big like weird Star Wars ass throne elevator thing on the side of the arena. They begin fighting. The Ferract has like, it doesn't have the big beam arquebus anymore. It's like 2 beam rifles that you can like slap together to make a bigger beam rifle.
Like the Buster rifle.
Oh yeah.
Like Buster sword.
Yeah. Well, I mean the Buster sword is like 5 different shits if it's Advent Children's. Anyway. Choo almost like shoots a student down, but then she gets kind of like a PTSD style flashback of, you know, people dying at Plant Quetta. And it's like, oh fuck, shit, this is bad, and doesn't. I have
to say something about Choo Choo. I really do not like people making jokes about her, like, oh, she would like, oh, like she hates people from space. She would join the Titans. It's like, no, like Choo Choo has like a head on her shoulders and like a brain. And she would like notice that like, oh, these guys suck. I am going to go off on my own because like it's not really like about like, oh, Earth good, space bad. It's like, oh, like these guys suck and like are oppressing people. I'm not really sure about if she would join AUG because AUG also has like a bunch of other bullshit. Like she might just end up going off on her own and like the double Zeta kids. Like she's a smart cookie.
The correct answer is that she wouldn't join any of those organizations because that's the wrong timeline, Choo Choo. How'd you fucking get to UC?
She's not like she's too powerful. Like she can do whatever she wants.
So fighting happens. Lauda goes up to attack Suletta because again he's pissed as hell. At this point, the Lefriths bust through. They roll up. And like the Lefrith ore just straight up like crunches Lauda's his mobile suit's head into the ground, and things are bad.
He's like he's doing bad.
Yeah, I know he gets fucked up real bad. It's not good. And at this point, everyone's like, "Wait, where the fuck is front management? This shouldn't be happening." And of course, we see Nika trying to call front management, but Hanau, another one of the Grassley girls, is like, "Hey, don't let Shadiq cook." As she grabs the phone out of her hands, because Shadiq's behind all this.
Burning the house down.
Yeah, right. It's not good. Again, I mean, at this point, I think Shadiq realized that this is like putting the whole plan in motion. Nothing can be stopped now. And
he's going to try to kill his dad.
Yeah, again, let him cook. He can be boss baby if he wants to. We see, finally, Suletta realizes after she sees the Lefrith ore, she's like, oh, fuck, that's Sophie. And Sophie starts just, like, shooting everything. She basically shoots an entire hole in the arena. Her beam output is raised to illegal levels.
I guess, like, all the weapons are, like, Nerf for the suits inside the school. And it's, like, the guy pulls up on his, like, Haro, and it's like, wait, like, these guys, like, that's against regulation. Like, you can't do that.
That's against the rules. You can't be doing this right now. And they don't give a shit. They just start shooting like crazy. We see they eventually like, I'm sorry, So Lefrith Or and Lefrith Thorn, they go permit score 3, and they summon. They're called Gundavolvas. They're like fucking mobile dolls. They're Gundams that are controlled by another Gundam. It's bad. They have like 20 of these fucking guys, and they're just killing everyone.
There's 20 vaginas. UC only had 4.
Imagine. We notable here is like the Grassley girls. They have to like. They knew this is going to happen, so they're kind of like pretending to be on the back foot and losing as they kind of like edge their way over to Sirius to like quote unquote keep him safe.
Like Elon gets a line.
What does he say?
He says like, "Look, trying my best will try and get me killed."
That's right. He's like, "Hey, fuck this. I don't give a shit. Bye." Oh, good old Elon. Love that guy. Sophie blows a hole in the wall and like brings Suletta outside, and she starts yelling at Suletta because Suletta has all these nice things and Sophie has nothing, and she's like, "Oh, I can't have all these things. I can't have a family or a nice bed." And again, she's like mad at Suletta for not realizing that Gundams are killing machines, and Suletta's like, "But they're not killing machines." And then she remembers the time she killed someone with a Gundam, and she's like, "What? But that's not true."
It is true, Suletta.
She doesn't get it. She just doesn't get it. I think she like specifically is like, "You can't kill people for your own wishes," and remembers like, "Oh, but I did that too. Beans, it's a moral quandary. Killing is bad." Wow, cool robot.
And then like Prospera and Belmaria are talking.
Well, they're fucking talking.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Before they talk though, we do see 2 more of the Grassley girls. They show up and like shoot Sirius's guards and knock him out and abduct him into one of their suits. So like again, Sirius is like kidnapped his own father, or Shadika's kidnapped his own father.
Yeah, like that dude is toast. It's like I guess like maybe like you should have stuck to wearing a maxi skirt and flip flops, Shadik. Or maybe like if you wanted to be like Bob so bad, or maybe like cut out holes where your nipples would be on a tank top. So like maybe that's not the best way to like emulate the popular kid.
So yes, right before we see a scene with Belmaria and Prospera, Sophie's like getting super fucked up from all the permit she's inhaling.
Like again,
and Suletta says,
like, way too high. Like calm down. Like go out and get some fresh air. Have like some water. Eat something, please. Like you're just like you are way too high, Sophie. Like
she's cooking,
doing this, and it always ruins the party.
Suletta says, hey, "Fuck this," actually, and then goes permit score 6. We love to see it. It goes blue. She does the thing that Unicorn does, and like she takes control of all the Gundavolvas. The permit kind of glows like purplish. And Sophie's like, "Hey, wait a fucking minute. I realize this whole time I've been fighting you, I've never gotten that battle rush, but I can finally hear that beautiful voice." And what do Belmaria and Prospera talk about here?
Hey, where's Aerie?
Where's you had another daughter, Prospera? What happened to her? How's she doing?
She's still here. Like I swear. Like yeah, I just saw her like a month ago or something or whatever. Like she's still here. Nothing suspicious, Belmaria. Like come on, like.
I mean, to Prospera's credit, she was like, "I know what you want to ask. Fucking say it. I'll answer honestly."
Please stop playing this game. Like it's chill, bruh.
And we learn that Eric Samaya is Gundam Ariel. Uh-oh! Aw, beans. Aw, fuck.
The iPad baby has become the iPad.
Ah, fuck. So it's interesting to me that, you can do this with literally any TV show pretty much, talking about how you can trace sort of like modern day societal woes to what people are writing in shows, fiction shows. And it's very interesting to me that in the last 10 years or so, we've had 3 different Gundam series do the whole soul person like inside the robot thing. Like we saw it with Grey's Ayn and Iron Blooded Orphans. We saw it with Rita in narrative, and now we're seeing it with Eri in Ariel. And I just think it's a little interesting that they seem to be kind of painting a picture of being concerned that people are becoming too integrated with technology. Just a little thought I've had, and a little observation I've made. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah. Oh, whatever. Like, I mean, I get to watch TikTok.
Yeah, that's true. It makes it all worth it.
Yeah.
I
guess play Fortnite.
I love playing Fortnite on my iPad. That's also my older sister. Sophie, as she's like dying, because again, she's dying. Permit, not good. She's about to die, but she sees little baby Eri look back at her and smile. I remember her from the prologue.
How did she get in there? Like, iPad baby, no.
iPad baby, no. Fuck, we gotta pull you out from the USB cable. Prosper is horrendously normal about all this.
Yeah, very.
She loves this. She loves this shit. She's like, Eri is the future of Gund. And I guess just like hands Belmeria a data pad about how cool Quiet Zero is. And Belmeria's like, this fucking sucks, dude. This sucks so bad.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Yeah, because Belmeria's like, all right, if your plan's Quiet Zero, you do not need a permit score of 6 to accomplish it. And Prospera just says, well, I want to rewrite the world so that Eri can be happy. Well, Prospera, I think that Eri would probably be happy if she wasn't a Gundam. But I guess you didn't think of that.
Yeah, like owned.
Owned. Incorrect buzzer. As Suletta like rushes over after the battle to see Sophie's corpse, Noria like shows up in tears saying, "You didn't kill her. She died from permit before that." And Noria's like,
"Speed. She got too high. I remember. I saw this in my dare."
A Gundam Dariel, thank you so much. Noria's like, she died from the Gundam's curse. I'm gonna die from the Gundam's curse. You're not though. What the fuck are you? Oh shit. It's great. It's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
The final little bit is like we see Earth House. They're getting detained. They get informed that Nika's being arrested on suspicion of being a terrorist and is bad. And like we see Suletta. Everyone's in trouble. It's just guilt by association.
Yeah. I wonder what happened to Bob. He's in the intro, but he's not. Like, Bob is in the intro, but he hasn't shown up. I miss that dude.
I miss him so much. I'm sure he's fine after killing his own father.
Yeah.
I'm sure it didn't fuck him up at all.
Yeah. No,
I mean, hey, if
Lauda's Cool's father.
That's true. Maybe they're half brothers. He's the other half brother. Lauda's his like quarter brother. Whatever.
Yeah.
If Lauda's about to fucking beef it and we need a new CEO, I think it's time for Bob to show back up and regain control.
Yeah. Bob.
The final little bit is like Suletta talking with her older sister Ariel and being reassured you're still doing the right thing. You know, great.
Yeah. Everything's
timeline is still fucky. I'm glad that
everything is awesome. Like,
everything's cool and you're part of a team. The timeline is still very fucky to me. Like, things don't still quite match up, so I imagine there's probably going to be more reveals about, like, what Ariel is and what happened to Eri truly, but until then, she's in the fucking Gundam. Not great, but hey, at least we found her.
I hope she'll get out. I can save her.
Eri will turn you into an NFT, and you're going to hang out in the virtual world with Noah Kaiba, and that's the only way we can possibly save you.
Wait, there's a Noah Kaiba?
Oh, there sure fucking is a Noah Kaiba. He's nice. He wears shorts. The fucked up part is he's the only real Kaiba, like blood Kaiba, because Seto and Mokuba were adopted.
Wait, I thought he was like real, like he's a real person.
No, well, he was a real person, but now he's a fucking computer boy.
No.
Oh, you mean like a person who lived in real life?
Yeah.
No, that'd be cool though. That'd be fucking cool. I wish Noah Kaiba was a real person. He'd be my best friend. I love that little fucking NFT boy. Oh, shit. That's Gundam, though.
Yeah, that was Gundam.
That was a show. I wonder... I don't have anything prepared. I'm just gonna, like, real quick, search online to see who Prospera Mercury's voice actor is. Because we'll see if she's done anything notable.
I actually have a new theory. Since the Aries Ariel thing has already been proven, and now we need like a new theory to like go crazy over on like Reddit. I'm just saying this. Prospera, what if like Prospera and Elric, what if they're like two completely different people? Yeah.
I mean, really,
What if
at this point, who fucking knows?
something about like in like the first episode where like Soletta was like trying to like comfort Nika, she actually brings up something about Prospera, her mom, being like a quiet, being like a silent magician. With more Tempest stuff for y'all.
Interesting. Well, that's who can possibly say. We got 10 more episodes of this. We'll find out. All right, here's a quick. I got it. Is Beyond Toon World?
You're going to love this. Trust me. Beyond Toon World.
You know it. You love it. My favorite segment. We're going to talk about Prospera Mercury's voice actor, Mamiko Noto, who was born February 6, 1980, in Kanazawa, Ishikawa, Japan. She's been a voice actress since about 2000 or 1998, according to Wikipedia. That's awesome. She's been in things such as Floramon in Digimon Frontier, fucking Inuyasha as Rin, and First Year Girl in episode 38. Awesome. She was Freya in Princess Tutu. She was Yuka in Elfen Lied. Remember Elfen Lied? I'm just scrolling through this shit live.
Like, I just keep drawing a blank, and it's not for any other reasons. Like,
In Bakugan Battle Brawler, she was Alice. Remember Bakugan? Oh, she was Kotomi Ichinose in Clannad. I remember that show, actually.
Like, I actually used to be, like, really, really into Bakugan. Like, I actually had, like, one of them, and they would just, like, carry it around with me. It's like, I thought it would be cool, but, like, literally nobody else at school was into Bakugan.
Bakugan's fucking cool. Those people are bozos.
It was like, I was being a weirdo.
Alright, let's see. In Fairy Tail, she voiced none other than Mavis Vermilion. I don't know who that is. I didn't get that far in Fairy Tail. She was Kaluto Zoldyck in Hunter x Hunter. She was Arya in Saint Seiya Omega. Of course, she was also in Code Geass Akito the Exiled as Maria Shing in one episode. She was Hinako Inui in Food Wars. I really want to read Food Wars, actually. Haven't done it yet. In ReZero, she was Elsa Granhert. Hang on, this is one I know. In JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Diamond is Unbreakable, she was none other than Yukako Yamagishi, who the girl with the cool hair.
Which girl with the cool hair? That's like 50 of them.
She's the one whose stand just controls her hair.
Oh, that's
Love
cool.
Deluxe. She's nice. I like Yukako. She's funny. In A Place Further Than the Universe, she's Gin Todo. I've read a lot of manga. I mean, I've been reading a lot of manga since like last year, right? But I've read a lot of manga since we took break. I read all of Golden Kamui, so I'm pleased to report that in Golden Kamui, she voices Incarmot. Fucking love Incarmot. Great character. She's in another Bakugan series. In Bakugan Battle Planet, she's Pyrevian.
There's more.
My favorite character. She's in more Bakugan. What's that?
There's more Bakugan?
I guess. I don't know. Maybe Bakugan's like really big in Japan and it just never took off in America, which makes sense to me. Oh my god, in 2020's Bakugan Armored Alliance, she also voices Pyrevian. Fuck yeah. Fuck yes.
More Bakugan.
I love those funny little balls.
Yeah.
In Cells at Work, she voices the narrator. Of course, she's Prospera in The Witch from Mercury. She's Jun Kazama in Tekken Bloodline. She is Kanae Katagiri in Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War. That's a lot of the main things.
Has she done anything weird in like a dub?
I'm looking. She was in a lot of video games. She was Aroma in Professor Layton games. She's Fuka Yamagi. Oh, she's Fuka in Persona 3. Oh my god. That's a big deal. I know her. She's Luna in Zero Escape. She voices Merlina the Wizard in Sonic and the Black Knight. Let's see. Let's Ski is gonna cut a lot of this out. Oh, in Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, she voices Garnet from Final Fantasy IX, which is the best Final Fantasy game. That's a pretty cool.
I love
like
her.
that.
I really love Dagger. Like, she's my favorite. Like, I love her.
She voices Catherine in reviled video game Catherine from Atlas. She voices Yukako in the JoJo's games as well. Dubbing roles. Let's see. All right, what do we got here? She's Morgan and Amber Tate in the iCarly dub.
There's a Japanese iCarly dub?
Yeah, but it's actually Ore Carly in Japanese.
I think that she's more like a Watashi person.
Ore-sama no Carly. Oh, fuck, that's one of the stupider things I've said. She is Ravager in the Arrow dub.
I know. I know about the Arrowverse is that, like, there are more, it has an equal, that throughout, like, all of the shows that are involved in that, there is an equal number of episodes to One Piece, but because it is a CW show, they're all, like, twice as long as a One Piece episode.
There is no fucking way there's as many Arrow episodes. There's like 1,000 One Piece episodes. There's not that many Arrow episodes.
I'm talking about in, like, the whole, like, crossover, like, DC TV universe, like, twice the number. You basically, in order to get everything, you need to watch One Piece twice.
No, okay, time-wise, probably. It says there's 635 Arrowverse episodes, and if they're CW length, they're like, that is longer than all of One Piece, which is kind of extremely fucked up.
Yeah.
She also is the dub voice of Jean Grey, which is pretty cool.
That's cool. I love that. Like, I literally
like her.
After her.
She's fucking cool. Let her cook. She's a girl boss.
Yeah.
Oh, she's also the really cool snail from Naruto, or the slug thing that Tsunade has, Katsuyu. And that's it. That's Mamiko Noto. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Is there one more thing you wanted to add? Like, what's your robot of the week, Max?
What a wonderful question, Phoenix. Thank you so much. My robot of the week is I've been playing a lot of this game called Wild Hearts lately, which is like it's a Monster Hunter styled game by EA, and you get these little fucking they're called Kogane. They're basically like little minion-esque little dudes, just round ball guys that are powered by this kind of celestial thread. They're kind of robots. They kind of rattle around and do different functions for you, and like dispense healing mist and attack monsters. That's my robot. Is the Kogane.
Minions.
Because they're small and round and yellowish. Yes, my brain is fundamentally broken. This has been established in podcast lore of mine. I see minions where there are no minions. Yeah, that's Kogane. And that's basically us. So we're wrapping up. Phoenix, where can we find you on the internet?
I actually do have something to plug again.
Fuck yeah.
For celebrating sort of like Witch from Mercury, I actually am involved with the Dojin group Gunship. Let me look up what their hang on, like you can cut this out. Let me look up what their like Twitter handle. Yeah. I am actually involved with a group called Dojin Group Gunship. They are at Twitter, and I think they're also on Tumblr at DG Gunship. And I actually am involved in their latest project, which is a Witch from Mercury themed tarot deck. And you can find them on Twitter at DG Gunship. And I also think they're on Tumblr at the same thing as well. So, like, yeah, I have, like, something to plug. And
pretty
I am
cool.
involved. I actually did art for one of the cards.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, like, I am, like, really happy. Like, this is my first time ever participating in a zine-like thing. And, like, they're super cool. And, like, they just, like, yeah.
Great.
You can also find me on Twitter at Full Fringle. Like, it's like Full Frontal, but also, like, that Gus Fring guy from, I think he was, like, Breaking Bad.
He was Breaking Bad.
Yeah, it's like Full Frontal and Gus Fring, and I am also on Tumblr at Destroy Scythe Heck, and I guess I've tried to like see like okay like maybe I'll try and figure out like how TikTok works finally. Like I'm super late on the trend. I am also finally on TikTok at Squall McCartney.
Pretty good. That's my favorite Final Fantasy VIII party member.
Yeah. Honestly, I was expecting
Great.
G-Witch to be a bit more Final Fantasy VIII, and like I guess that prediction's out of the water.
No, well, again, I mean, that's what Gundam Seed is about.
I actually didn't really get Final Fantasy VIII vibes, but like we can talk about from Gundam Seed, but we can talk about.
Oh no, I'm just saying because Seed is a thing in 8. 8 was fine. It's better than 7. That's all I have to say about it.
Yeah.
I've been Max. I'm on Twitter at MaxyBajillion. I have other podcasts, believe it or not. There's a show that's called Pot of Greed, which is a show about Yu-Gi-Oh! We're on 5Ds, and it is the most batshit thing I've ever seen in my life. It's so fucking good. Listen to that on Twitter at Pot of Greed Cast. Listen to Slappers Only at Slappers Only Pod on Twitter. We're doing a hiatus, but hey, since I'm back doing Gundam, which means I can probably be back doing Slappers soon. So tune in soon for our Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn episode. Just that first part, because I haven't played any other shit.
That is so cool.
This show's
like y'all are like really car gaming on motorcycling.
it's fucking badass is what it is. It's so fucking sick. God, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! We're on Twitter at Wow Cool Podcast. We're on Discord, which is found in our Twitter header and our episode descriptions. Come hang out with us and post your gunpla. Thank you to Noisepace.xyz for hosting this show and all my other shows and many, many more. We say XYZ because it's a Canadian show or network. I'm losing steam. My brain's not working.
Network was Canadian. I guess like they could play us on the radio for like that 10% thing that they have to do. I didn't know we were Canadian content.
Well, we're American content hosted by Canada. Why the fuck did I say it like that? Jesus Christ. Anyway, that's fucking that. That's it from us. So until next time, war is bad.
Let's go, lesbians. Let's go!
Peach.